Welcome in, everyone. Excited to have two Arkansas soccer players in the building today as we get ready for the next round of the NCAA Tournament. I have Grace Barbara and B. Franklin. Ladies, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. All right, so let's go back. Let's talk about the win over Missouri State. Very handedly winning that game for the first round of the NCAA Tournament to move on to the second round. And so, B, I'll start with you. But to just get that first win under your belt to move on, what was that like?
We're just looking at one game at a time. We wanted to get to this weekend, but we had to beat Missouri State, obviously, to get here to do so. So we were happy to get the result we wanted, to come out strong. To be back at home in front of our fans was great as well, and we're just looking forward to the game on Friday now.
A 6-0 win, and that 0 had a lot to do with you, Grace, and being the goalkeeper. Obviously, being able to shut out Missouri State was pretty important, too.
Yeah, definitely. Thankfully, I didn't have to do too much. Everyone in front of me did their jobs, and that's really the goal. If I don't touch the ball, then that's a good day. So just being a coach and a leader from behind them, making sure that we're taking care of business is really important.
But you hit on a great point, taking each game one by one by one, not looking at this NCAA bracket as a whole, but what you guys have to accomplish to get to where you want to be and win a national title. And so, Grace, I'll start with you on this question. Just how easy or hard is it to take a game one by one, knowing that the end goal would obviously be a national title?
You always want to think about what is to come, you know, that prize at the end, but it truly is one game at a time because anything can happen, especially in the postseason. Crazy things have happened in the postseason, so you really have to focus on that one match, and you need to control the controllables and take care of business yourself. I mean, it wasn't necessarily slotted that we were going to have these home games this weekend. We took care of what we needed to take care of, and some other pieces fell into place, and that's all that you can control. So really working hard on the day, and the best team will prevail.
Yeah, win the day, B.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's great that we get to host this regional this weekend, and if we're able to win Friday, that means we would be playing at home again on Sunday, but that just means also it would hurt so much more if we weren't the team playing on Sunday and having other people on our field. So although it's enticing to look forward to like the weekend as a whole or things like that, like we have a big team on Friday that we have to beat, and that's what we're focusing on now.
I asked your head coach, Colby Hale, last week before the game against Missouri State just about the offense, because it felt like towards the end of the season, it was hard. Goals were hard to come by in some games. But you guys put 6, obviously, on the board against Missouri State. He said you worked on the little things. How much did all of that really come together in that game?
I mean, we saw it in the result, and that was built through our coaches laying out exactly what we needed to do during practice and just honestly hammering that into us over and over and over again. And I think hopefully finally we took that to heart now. Definitely it's just a credit to our forwards, our midfielder, and defense, like just the whole team boxing things in, like getting crosses cut back, staying away from the keeper. Like we know what we need to do. It's just whether we, like you said, focus on the little details and actually follow it through.
All right, so let's focus on Ohio State because that is the next game. We're not going to look ahead to the one on Sunday. Let's take care of business on Friday. Grace, when you look at Ohio State, what are some of their strengths?
They're a good possession team. Any team in the Big Ten really likes to swing the ball around, and we just can't let them get their confidence up. You know, teams will gain confidence by playing the ball around you, and if we intercept it in their own half really early, we can shut down that confidence immediately and drive down their end of the field. We put a couple on them quick, I'm sure it'll shut them down.
But you talk about confidence. How confident is this team right now in the way you guys are playing?
I think it's just we have a couple new people on the team, and but also we have experience in the back too. So I think just we're confident that if we do what we need to do, we can achieve anything. But any team can come out with some surprises during the postseason. So we're just, I guess it's like a hesitant confidence. You know, we know what we can do, but we don't want to be over cocky or take anything for granted.
How does practice change in the weeks in between an NCAA tournament game? Because it's a do or die situation, right? Is it a very much we got to take care of business, kind of focus practices?
Definitely. Our assistant coach John says that like after each round of games, there's fewer and fewer teams that get the opportunity to practice each week. Right now, we're only one of 32 teams that are still practicing, and that's an honor and a privilege and something that we want to continue and be a part of the smaller number that happens like next week or even Saturday.
Is there any talk at all about a potential national title, or are we going to talk about that maybe in a few weeks?
Let's talk about that in a few weeks, but I think that's the goal that we all have, and that's why this collective group is so special, because we all carry that same common goal. We all want to achieve more. We're hungry for it. So I think that putting people together with that vengeance and that fight. It's a great mixture. So.
Yeah. We'll leave it at that, and ladies, we'll have you back when we start talking later down the road in this NCAA tournament. Again, the women playing Ohio State on Friday at Razorback Field. Get out there and support them. Ladies, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having us.
That's going to do it for us.